appalling. A director of an Auckland company fined for underpaying staff has been approved as an immigration advisor. The government agency that gave her the licence promises she'll be monitored and supervised. The person meant to be supervising her hasn't even met her. Investigations reporter Michael Mora has this exclusive report.
This is Rhythm Ahuja, who was last year fined more than $18,000 for underpaying staff at an Indian clothing store she worked at with her brother and mother in Papatoetoe. Her brother was also fined for using black power to intimidate the workers who said they'd been underpaid. Despite her history, Rhythm Ahuja has been allowed to become a licensed immigration advisor.
It's absolutely appalling. Someone who's been found to be exporting migrants has now got the license to represent migrants.
Appalling, he says, because there's a requirement immigration advisors be able to conduct business professionally, ethically and responsibly. When we contacted Ahuja, she initially told us she never underpaid workers and that we had the wrong person.
No, I'm not the same person here.
So we visited the address of the company where she worked, but the business was no longer in operation and another Indian clothing store had taken over. So I've just been into the clothing store and spoken to the owners there. I showed them a photo of Rhythm Ahuja. I asked them if they've ever met her before. They said they hadn't, nor had they ever seen her before. But as I was leaving, I noticed this brochure, which was on their counter, and it advertises the services of Rhythm Ahuja. The Ministry for Business, Innovation and Employment told Newshub she'd been approved as a provisional advisor and that the Immigration Advisors Authority takes licensed immigration advisors' ethics very seriously and that she will be monitored throughout her supervision and continuing professional development. But Newshub spoke to her supervisor and we were told even though she had been supervising her for 2 months, they actually hadn't met in person.
I feel that this is one of the bizarre cases I've ever come across. I think it raises a lot of concerns about the MBA processes.
We tried to visit her new offices, but there was no sign of her there. Then late this afternoon, we were contacted by Rhythm Ahuja. So why did you lie initially when I asked you about if you were related to either of the two people who paid out?
I got really scared, to be honest.
The government has been cracking down on employers who exploit migrants, and while embarrassing, it appears in this case they've given Ahuja a chance to start over. Michael Mora, Newshub.
Now